Hi everybody, Charlie here from Raptoreum. Quick video to show you how to properly bootstrap your Raptoreum Core Wallet or your daemon. Bootstraps are always on bootstrap.raptoreum.com. Don't get them from anywhere else. You can see down here. I'll be first doing it on Windows, followed by Linux. For Windows, you can download the bootstrap.zip. I have already downloaded it. You can see it here. Now what we want to do is check some hash on this file. We supply these at another server, our checksum server here, and this just ensures you want to make sure this matches. We've downloaded bootstrap.zip, so we want to make sure that this file hash matches the file that we downloaded it, and that ensures the file hasn't been tampered with on the server and you're getting the bootstrap file that we intended you to get hasn't been tampered with. So in your directory where you have your bootstrap.zip file, you can press Shift and right click, and you can open a PowerShell window or terminal, it doesn't matter. You can see that's for the file type. This will take a minute. Okay, so now we want to compare. We downloaded the bootstrap.zip. And that looks like a match, so it's all good. Now, as we just had assets come onto mainnet, we do have a new directory that when we are going to do the bootstrap, we need to delete certain directories and files. You don't want to overwrite them. If you overwrite them, you'll end up with corrupt data. So we want to delete assets, blocks, chain state, evodb, llmq, and powcatch.dat. Don't delete any of your wallet.dat files. If you're not sure, make a backup of them before you do this. Put them somewhere else. Now we can unpack the bootstrap file. This will take a few minutes, so I will pause the video until it's done. Okay, it's done unpacking. One thing I probably should mention is make sure your wallet is, or daemon wallet, shut down before you do this. We have unpacked it. We can go ahead and start our wallet. It's normal to take a little bit here. Depending on how fresh the bootstrap is, you can be here for 20 minutes maybe. You should see some movement. You can also see down here your connections. As long as you have active connections to the network, you're most likely good. You can go up here in the window, the peers. If you see you have good peers here, they're connecting, data is being sent back and forth, then you're good. It's synchronizing. If you see in here that these nodes are getting moved down and constantly banned, and you constantly have 0 or just one node and it disappears and they're getting banned, then you have a problem with your either your wallet version or your wallet data. So if you see that and you don't know what to do, hop in our Discord. We will help you out. So once this is finished, you'll be fully synchronized. I'm not going to sit here and wait for it to complete. This is what it looks like. When it's done, this will disappear and you will be here. This bar will be complete and disappear, and you will be fully synchronized. Next, we'll move on to Linux. Okay, once you're logged into your terminal on Linux, you can go to the Bootstrap site, copy a link, Bootstrap. Into the first thing we need to do is you want to make sure that your Raptoreum D process is not running. As you can see there, it is running, so we want to shut it down. We don't want to kill it, shut it down the proper way, the nice way with Raptoreum CLI. Give it a minute and check it to make sure it is stopped. Sometimes it can take a few minutes if it's busy, and you don't want to start removing data, replacing chain data while it's still trying to finish writing. Okay, it's done. So we'll move into the Raptoreum core directory. Forgot about assets. Better get it. So those are the ones that we want to remove. See, that's done. I have an old Bootstrap in here. Let's ignore that. Get the new Bootstrap. You can run this, especially on a smaller VM, you can run this process in Tmux if you like. That way, if your internet connection gets broken or you get disconnected, you don't lose your process, because the unpacking of this .exe can take a while. So let's do that. If you don't have Tmux installed, you can install it with apt install Tmux. I already have it installed. I'll pause the video while this completes, so it'll take a bit. There we go, it's unpacked. We can exit this Tmux session. Start up Raptoreum D. There's a couple of different ways you can keep an eye on it synchronizing. You can keep an eye on it with CPUs. When it's synchronizing, you'll see it's using a pretty big chunk of CPU. When it finishes synchronizing or close to finish synchronizing, that CPU use will drop quite a bit. You can also watch the debug.log. It can be kind of slow for a bit here, and then you'll see it start downloading blocks and getting new blocks, and then it'll slow down and pretty much come to a stop once it's done synchronizing. It's kind of an interesting way to see what it's doing, how it synchronizes. You can also check the block count. When you first do this, if it's processing headers, it might be slow to give you a return. It's normal. And you can compare that against the Raptoreum Explorer. If it matches Explorer, then your node, your daemon, is fully synchronized. So that's it. That's how you bootstrap your your wallet on Windows or Linux.